Teresa. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Teresa, and I am Teresa's Southern Home Cooking, I think. But I don't cook just Southern food, so I'm not sure about my name. Thank you so much for watching my Gather Your Fragments video. Thank you to Amy Marion for including me in that collab. I have a great dish to cook for you today. We actually had it, I made it last night. I said, oh, I need to make a video because it was so good. I don't want to forget how to make it, and I don't take notes like I should. So anyway, I'm so excited. It's kind of a Cajun Asian fried rice. Actually, I learned bacon egg fried rice from my husband, and I decided to put some chicken in it last night, and I like to add green onions. Anyway, you could add anything you want. It's so versatile. But you could add more vegetables. You could add more hot sauce. Whatever you like. You can make it more Asian. But I want to say, welcome to the new subscribers. I am glad to be back. Ella's back, and she helps me with my videos. I should know how to do it myself, and I don't, but I'm going to learn. I hope to be back a lot more often. Thank you so much for being here. And fried rice goes pretty fast, but you know I talk a lot, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to show you just a couple of steps. I like to prep everything. When I do videos like this, let me explain to everyone that most of my videos are like cook with me videos. I don't follow exact recipes. I can tell you some of the measurements I use, and some of them I just eyeball it, and I think that's the most fun in cooking, except for baking, which I haven't baked anything in so long. I have the best bread rolls, but the dough is so sticky that I haven't had the patience to work with it on camera yet. But it's so good, and I actually have to find the recipe. But thank you so much for joining me, and to the new people, I hope that you're happy with what you see, and let me know in the comments what you like, if you want to see more baking, more Cajun, more. I watch Asian food, like I'm kind of addicted to it, and Mexican food. So anyway, I like it all, and I love to cook, and let's get started. It seems dark out here, like that's because it's about to rain, I believe. And I should have cut my grass first, but I didn't. So I'm not going to show you what my yard looks like. Anyway, let's get started. This tripod's kind of hard to work with, but I like to use the little one so you can see exactly what I'm doing. And by the way, I need to get my nails done, but they look okay. I learned this from Amy also. Cook bacon in the oven. It's a lot easier. And I'm still going to make a mess on my stove, but I'm going to use a lot of baking fat today. You don't have to use bacon if you don't. Doesn't matter what bacon you use. This is the kind I buy, and you can actually use as many slices as you want. I usually use bacon for seasoning. We don't like make it for breakfast a lot, or unless we use this rice recipe. I like to cook it on, this is pork meat aluminum foil, and then I can still and then my oven's set out of convection oven. I like to put it at 365 for my bacon. This is pretty thick, and it really depends on how much fat you have as to how much fat you're going to get from the pan. What I do is I take it and I just dip it in a bowl. And I don't get all of it, but I'm trying to see. Sometimes I can, whatever I have left over, I cut in pieces and I vacuum seal. But I think I'm going to take this, I'm going to off it in my pan. I'm going to cook it all. You can also freeze this cooked. I'm not going to use all of this. I have some tomatoes actually. It's gonna go really well with. So you use as much as you want. I always use 2 cups of rice, medium grain rice. You don't have to have cold rice. I cook my rice in the morning sometime, and I take it out of my rice pot because I cook it in the rice pot, and I do salt it a little bit, and just let it sit out on the counter a little while, and let it get to room temperature. And it cools off, and that works just fine. I also bought a new pot today. This is going to be our first time using it. I hope that everything works out okay. So I'm going to put this in the oven. I usually go I think it's about 16 minutes. I'd like to rotate my pan. So I'll wash my hands real quick. I'll stick this in the oven. I'll probably use about 5 pieces. And this is 2 cups of rice. Let me show you. I cooked it, and I'll try to break it up a little bit. We use medium grain. You can use long grain or brown rice or whatever rice you like. I'm gonna put this in the oven. I'll prep a lot of my ingredients before I start a video. I know a lot of people do meal prepping videos and all that. Let me show you what I do. Let's show this way first. Let's clean it up as I go. And I'll show you, I'm gonna use one chicken breast. And let me show you how I cut it and marinate it. I'd probably bake it at like 375, 380. Now, I don't know, this is my favorite. I've been having it for so many years. I bought a new one and it was pretty cheap, but it looked really pretty. But I'm not good at sharpening it. My husband is, and he'll sharpen it for me when I get home. I'm gonna cut this chicken. This is just a boneless, skinless chicken breast. And I like to cut it, you know, pretty thin. As long as that, I like it. The reason it is, I like to sear it and cook it, get a little color on it. So I'm just gonna slice this. Let me show you. You know, like I said, I'll see my knife's, it's not that good. And I'm not good at sharpening, and I don't have a good sharpener. So sometimes they're like this thick. Sometimes it doesn't have to be perfect. Just throw it in a bowl. And sometimes I even cut it in half. That one's too big. I cut the fat off. Sometimes I cut it in half so you have more pieces. You could use all, I have a video of chicken fried rice and it's delicious, but it's totally Asian ingredients. This one's a little different. So just slice it the best I can. And if you, I like to use a little bit more protein. I figure that's a little bit better for you. So I'm gonna slice this and I'll show you how I marinate it. More like this is a one sliced up chicken, boneless, skinless chicken breast. You can buy whatever you want. And I like to put just a tiny, we're really like a roasted garlic. This is my favorite roasted garlic powder. I know a lot of people say granulated garlic is the best. You can use whatever garlic you like. Just put a little bit. And then I'll put just a little bit of this. This is more spice, less salt. And when I said I salted my rice, I didn't add a lot of salt, but I do like to add a little bit. And you don't want to add too much of this because you're going to add a little soy sauce. And this soy sauce has no, that's the opening. So you have to be very careful. You can put as much as you want. Oh, you know what? I like, this is my favorite. I also put this on the rice at the end. I'm gonna put a little black pepper, freshly, whatever you call it. This is not the best pepper finder. But Walmart was the only store open. I know I've said that in another video. I'm sorry, I'm complaining. Just a little. You can also use white pepper if you want to. I'm gonna mix this around with my hand and let it marinate with the bacon. I have the, I'll show you all the ingredients I have already prepped in a second. But I like to just mix this with my hand and let it marinate. It doesn't take long. And so I'll be back once the bacon is cooked. Longer than I thought, because it's kind of thick. I'm gonna pour it, take it out of the oven. You can cook it as much as you like. I don't know if this is, it's good enough for me. It's hot right now. Turn the oven on here in Louisiana. I'm gonna take this bacon fat. I'm just gonna pour it in this bowl. Like I said, it depends on your bacon as to how much bacon fat you have. And I may not use it all, I may use it all, but this is very dangerous. So you have to be very careful. And that should do it. Whoops. I'm gonna throw it on the paper towel so they eat on the stove. And then just put this to the side. I hope that's enough. But you always have olive oil or whatever oil you want. I'm gonna take this bacon. And I'm gonna put it on in this pan here and with tongs and let it drain. And when it cools off, we'll chop it. In the meantime, we're gonna turn the oven off though, because it's really warm. I try to keep my pans pretty clean. Sometimes I have to scrub on the SOS pad. That's why I put the aluminum foil, because the grease will bake on there. And I just have to use these cookie sheets for all different kind of things. I use them all the time. But anyway, this goes in the trash. This is all the bacon fat I got. I hope it's enough, because we have lots of rice. This is the pot I'm gonna use. I actually just bought this pot. It's from Walmart, actually. It's the timing table. I have the chopping boards. They're awesome. This is called a Tefal pot. Now, if you see my burner, it's quite large. And this pot works okay. Now, I'll let you know, if you want to really make fried rice, you kind of have to do it on a fire and a wok or gas. But you can still do it on electric stove. But this pot was a little small for the burner. I had been looking at these for a while. And they're not expensive. This is the bottom. So I'm hoping that it turns out well. It fits my burner just right. This is the largest burner I have. And I put it on high when I do fried rice. So we're gonna let this heat up. You can see all my ingredients. Well, the rice is on the other side. All my ingredients are right there. And it's hard to see. This is, you can use as many eggs as you want. I have a lot of eggs. I just like to buy a lot of eggs. And I put some pepper in. This is like 5. You can put some protein, as many vegetables, whatever you want. So let's pray this pot gets really, really hot. It's not hot yet. Here's the chicken that I marinated. Now, if I was really cooking Chinese food, I would actually... Well, we're not making that. I'd put cornstarch in here and all that. But we're not doing that today. This is different. This is not... This is a breakfast dish, supper dish. Let me show you how big this burner is. Oh, it just went off. It's quite large. And this is the bacon fat I had. I had to put a little canola oil in here because my bacon didn't produce enough fat. And you know, you could cook this in about any order you want. The eggs first, chicken first. I like to do the chicken first, but I'm going to get my pan really hot. I'm going to pour a little... And you don't have to use the fat if you don't want to. This is a non-stick, and it's oven safe. It's a timing table. They had 2 kinds. This one was $30, I think. But anyway, I just really like the cutting board, and I think it's pretty. Hopefully it works. I want that on my apron. You know, you can use... I know a lot of Chinese chefs, they put a lot of oil in their pot to cook their eggs. And their eggs cook so quickly. And a lot of times they're cooking on gas or they're cooking on wood fire. This is quite different. But this is not Chinese. This is the bacon I chopped up really small. I think this was about 4 or 5 pieces. I have some left over. And this is... What is this one? Oh, that's the green onion. We're going to do that last. I get them confused. This is the jalapeno. It's just what I like to do. It's not Cajun. It's not Mexican. I'm sorry. It's not mostly Mexican. But... This is half of a big yellow onion. Sometimes I like purple onion. Sometimes I like red onion. So a lot of times, if you watch my videos, I mix them up. But today I just used the yellow. This is some garlic that I chopped. I like to chop garlic in advance with a food processor. So I do quite a bit at one time. Here are some extra bowls when you cook things and you want to take them out of the pot. Now, if you had a wok and a big, you could just scoot them to the side and keep cooking. But I use these bowls to pour out my ingredient once it's cooked, and then you do the next one. I can smell the bacon already. I hope this one gets really hot. And it's oven safe up to 500 degrees, and it came with a lid. I think it's a 5-quart. Here's the lid. I threw away the label. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see if the chicken will sear. I'm sorry I'm talking so much. I'm very excited about this. This is quite delicious. It's getting pretty hot. Now, I'm using these metal tongs, which is probably not smart, but I have to be careful not to touch the pot with it. And most of the time, my husband told me we don't even use chicken. But I found some chicken breasts on sale. And I thought the more protein, the better. I like to, we eat chicken breast a lot. And I know I need to make more seafood videos. But Elle doesn't care for seafood, but I bought some shrimp the other day. And they're frozen. I don't usually buy the frozen ones, but they're from a seafood market that is close to where I grew up. I want to test them. I might get on camera. I probably won't make a gumbo or anything with them because I feel like fresh shrimp are the best. You can make your own shrimp stock. This is pretty hot. And this burner gets pretty hot, which I like. I like a little color on my chicken. And I don't mind a little fat. If I pour a lot of olive oil in here, I will. But you want to spread it out. And then I like to use a wooden spoon to stir it. Oh, you can't even see it. I'm so sorry. That's what it looks like. So this pot's getting pretty hot. So let me cook this side and I'll show you what it looks like. In a couple of minutes, let me show you really, hope you can see the brown color on here. And I don't like to keep bacon on myself because it makes a mess, but guess what? It's making a mess too. So anyway, this is seared. Ellis just said, I wish you could put more chicken, but it's not really a chicken dish, it's more of a bacon dish. But I just like to add more protein. And you could add more vegetables. I already said that, but I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I apologize. But I'm telling you, we're going to dump this down here. I'm going to try to hurry and get my bowl off the burner. I'm going to leave it on high. I'm going to pour a little bit more fat in here. And now we're going to fry this egg. This is just 5 large. I'll put a little salt and pepper in here, not much. I also like to, I said that before, that I also like to salt my rice a little bit. I like to season every layer because it's not truly Asian, so we're not going to add a ton of soy sauce, but it's so much fun to cook this. And my husband actually made the bacon fried rice because we always had leftover rice. So you're going to fry. You can move it like this, and you can just keep moving your pan. But I mostly chop it up. You can do whatever you want with an egg. I've learned so many things about eggs watching videos. I just kind of scramble it up. Because I'm probably going to break that up into the rice. I'm probably just going to throw it in the bowl with the chicken. It doesn't matter. The chicken's cooked, so you can do whatever you want. I do like to make sure my eggs cooked well. That's the thing we have. This pot's working out really, really well. I'm so excited. Break it up a little bit. You can do this in any order you like, really. It doesn't have to be exactly the way I'm doing it. Alright, that's cooked. I'm going to pour this out. Or try to. I'm sorry if you can't see it completely. This burner is burning my arm off. That's okay, we're cooking. You gotta suffer a little bit. Alright, now. It depends on how you like onions. If you like them cooked. Oh, I forgot about the rice. I'm gonna add more oil. I'm gonna add my onion. Actually, add the onion. And I don't take the onion, I'll use the rice. If you don't like the onion, skip it. And jalapenos is just something I really, really enjoy. I cook with them all the time. I know I'm Cajun and I should be using the green bell pepper all the time. It's just not my favorite. I have one though, because I want to do a video of a pepper steak. I just haven't done it yet. And your stove gets really dirty. I'm going to throw this in here because it's cold. And it can be fried a little bit more. I didn't know it was cooking. You can cook the onions as long as you want. Ella and I love onions, so it's not like we have to cook them completely down. This candle's a little hot. Once these cook a little bit, I'm going to add the garlic. If you don't feel comfortable, just turn your fire down. So I'm going to cook this for a minute and I'll be right back. I always use fresh garlic. You can use, I also use garlic. I'm kind of addicted to garlic. If you watch any of my videos, or if you're new, you'll learn that we use lots of garlic. And, you know, it's all according to your taste. But I like a lot because, actually, I need to use this and chop a new one. I'm going to put all of it. It's pretty sticky. You see it's fried up really nicely. And I don't put any seasoning until I throw my rice in here. This is, I told you, it was 2 cups of rice. And it's not hot, it's rice. And I wish I had just a tiny bit more bacon fat, but I don't. Uh-oh, did I spill that? You can clean up the splatter on these glass stoves. It's the scratches that are really hard to clean up. This is 2 cups of, you can put as much rice as you want. That's good. I have to clean that pot out. I love that little rice pot. So now I'm just going to spread it. And try not to spill it. Give it a good mix. Good mix. I'm actually going to pat it down. Just let it fry for a second. My fire's still on high. Let's go ahead and throw a little seasoning on the rice. Remember, we seasoned earlier the chicken season, the egg season. So this is onion powder that we had to put in another container. You can put as much as you want. I don't measure, and I just like to shake it. Oh, I dropped the garlic. I'm in a hurry. I'm sorry. This is the roasted garlic powder that we love so much. Right here. And I also add just a tiny bit of this. This is called Raging Cajun Seasoning. Less spice. I'm sorry. More spice, less salt. And like I said, this is Cajun Asian, so I'm definitely going to add some of this. Remember, the rice doesn't have much flavor. So you want to add some to it. I like this pot so far. I probably should have saved it. I'm sorry. I used to never be messy, but now I just feel like I'm always messy. Now let's add, actually we're going to let it fry a little bit. And then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of Louisiana hot sauce on it. That's the best. I'm going to turn it on just a hair, not much. Like I said, I'm going to pat it down. And I don't want this video to be long, but I just want to show you exactly what I do. That's why my videos get a little bit long. I talk a lot. And I like to show you exactly what I do in case you want to do it. And plus I just like sharing with you guys. You guys are amazing. And you can totally skip this if you want to. It's my favorite thing. It's not that hot. And the soy sauce I have, I showed you yesterday. It does not have a very good pouring sauce. You have to be very careful. And you season the taste. You can see the rice is fried. Just give it a stir. You don't want to burn it. And the rice was cooked early this morning. You cook it the day before. Some people say you have to use cold rice. I don't necessarily agree with that. It just depends on the texture you like. I'm going to add a little bit of this. I probably should have a measuring cup or a spoon. This also says that it is less salt. I love this stuff. And I got it at my Asian store. You could also use the less sodium soy sauce if you want, but I find I just use more of it, so I'm not really cutting back on my sodium because I feel like it doesn't have enough flavor. And when I found that one, which is not expensive, oh my gosh, it just makes a big difference. Okay, now we're going to go into, like I said, get fried rice going. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to be making this. Let's throw this in. If you wanted to make just vegetables, you could, but we like a meat. And don't worry, I really like my stove. This is driving me crazy. Let's throw some green onions now. We're just about done. It goes pretty quickly. Let's put a little, that's what I have. Just a tiny bit of white pepper. Use black pepper. I find we had to buy a new pepper grinder, and the only store that was open was Walmart. And I find it just doesn't grind enough for me. It makes too big of pieces. Just break the egg up. My fire's on medium now. So you don't have to rush. You can just kind of stir it in. Take your time. Actually, you can probably turn it off now. I'm going to add just a touch of white pepper, which is something I don't always do, but today I'm going to do it. I'm going to stir this around. Chop up my egg. Make sure it's well distributed. Like I said, we made this last night. It was so good. I said, if I don't make it today, I'm going to totally forget how to do it. If I make it a couple of times, I'll remember. But I want to have a, I don't know what to call it because I want to have a good title, but give it oyster sauce in here. Okay, like, I turned the burner. Oh my goodness, I'm making a mess. I'll be right back. I love it. I added a little bit of hot sauce to mine. It is so good. It's actually a little bit cold now because we got delayed a little bit. Oh, I spilled. So let's take a bite of the little egg and a little chicken. And you could season it any way you like. Mmm. Oops. That bowl's too small. Anyway. You could put pork in there, just eggs if you want to, but it's so good. I don't even know what I'm going to call it yet. I hope you enjoyed the video and this cook with me and this chit chat video. I don't know if you watch Nova Special Living. She does a lot of cook with me and chat with me videos, and I just love her. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you're new, please subscribe if you like these kind of videos. And I'll be back soon. Thank you so much for watching. And try this rice dish. It's delicious. Bye.